Hello everyone. Today I am going to share some of the information regarding coronavirus and the precautionary measures that one should undertake in order to protect yourself, your family and co-helpers. So let's get started. Coronaviruses are the viruses that belong to large group of viruses that causes illness ranging from common cold to severe respiratory diseases. When we say the disease like common cold and severe respiratory diseases like influenza, common cold is because of the disease called because of the virus called as rhinovirus, and when you say influenza, it is because of the disease of the virus called as influenza virus. If you see the symptoms regarding these viruses, they are mainly severe fever, cold, cough, congestion in the chest, and these are all the diseases which belong to the respiratory tract infection. Whether it mainly starts with the nasal cavity, then pharynx, then the bronchi and the alveoli. And that's why we have said that these are the diseases which belong to the coronaviruses are the diseases which belong to the large group of viruses mainly called as the coronaviruses. Now today as we are discussing coronaviruses, but the today's topic is the name of the disease is nCoV-19. The name of the disease is nCoV-19. So N stands for the word novel or new, as this virus has been newly discovered. So N stands for the word novel or new. CO stands for the word corona. VI stands for the word viruses or the virus, and D stands for the word diseases. So D stands for the word disease, and as it was discovered from humans on 29th of December 2019, and that's why the year is 2019, and that's why it has been written as 19. So here it is novel coronavirus disease 19. Now apart from this, the previously known severe respiratory tract infection diseases are SARS, that is severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus, which was found out in China in the year 2003. MERS, that is Middle East Respiratory Syndrome Coronavirus in Saudi Arabia in 2012, and now it is N, that is novel coronavirus in 2019, which was discovered or found out in China in the city of Wuhan in the year 2019. So this disease called as novel corona virus, which was found in the city of Wuhan in the year 2019, this disease we can say it is an zoonotic disease. Why zoonotic? Because it has been transformed or mutated from animals into humans, and that's why it is called as an zoonotic disease. Now, the WHO has declared that this disease is an pandemic. The nCoV-19 is an pandemic. It has been declared as a pandemic. Why? Because it has spread to the larger geographical area, a larger geographical extent. So it has spread almost in all the countries in the world. And if you recall back, you must be knowing that even influenza in the year 1918 was declared as a pandemic because of the death rate it has caused. Now let's look at the structure of the coronavirus. But before that, it is very important to know why it is very important to discuss the or to study the structure of any of the microscopic organism. Okay, now whenever you study the structure of the microscopic organism, you generally study the properties, the property of a virus, the properties like how that virus is able to survive, or how that virus is able to infect the host cell. Now the condition, like it is also it the structure, the study of this particular structure of the virus also enables us, or also deduce uh, the importance how to detect that particular virus, and creating ways to create or to prevent and to treat that particular virus. Now today, as you know, that we are studying the structure of an coronavirus. So if you see the structure of an coronavirus, which I have drawn over here, it looks not exactly like this, but similar to this what the scientists have given us. So if you see the structure of the coronavirus, here the genetic material is the single stranded positive sense RNA, which has been a large genome which has been found out. So it is a single stranded positive RNA which is a large genome, and that's why it is able to infect on a larger scale. So it is a single stranded positive RNA which is a large genome. Now if you see the surrounding of this particular coronavirus, it is that is called as an envelope, which is again, or a capsid, which is again made up of a protein, and this capsid contains a spike like structure which is again made up of protein, but these are called as spikes. Now what is the specialty of this spikes? So these spikes, with the help of spikes only, the coronavirus is able to adhere to the surface of the host cell. It is able to adhere to the membrane of the host cell, and then once it adhere or attach to the membrane of the host cell, then it is able to relieve the genetic material or the genome inside the health cell, and using the machinery of the host cell, then this particular virus is able to replicate itself inside the host cell or increase the number. In this case, the spikes or the proteins of the coronaviruses mainly bind to the receptor called as ACE receptor, which is present on the membrane of the host cell. So this is not the part that we are going to discuss in today's video. This we will keep for later purpose. So, and this is in general the structure of the coronavirus. Again, I would like to repeat it. The genetic material here is a single stranded positive RNA, which is surrounded by an envelope or the capsid core, which is made up of protein, and with the help of spikes only, this coronavirus is able to enter inside the membrane of the host cell. Now let's, in the starting of my video, I have said that we are going to discuss the precautionary methods that one should undertake in order to protect yourself and your family from the coronavirus or the disease called as COVID-19. So let's see the precautionary measures that one should undertake. The first precautionary measure that one should undertake is stay home and avoid buses, planes, trains and the busy areas. So stay home is the first precautionary measure that is going to help us to cut the chain of spreading the coronavirus. Second, here, no visitors. So avoid the visitors at home and avoid the contact with the person who is having the symptomatic people. Symptomatic people, here we need to understand the people, those who are showing the signs or those who are the positive carriers of the coronavirus. So try to be apart from them. So that will be the second precautionary measure that one should undertake. Wear a quality of medical mask. So whenever you are going outside, or whenever you are, even if you are going in the close proximity of the area, where if you are not traveling very fast, then also you have to wear a good quality of medical mask. Then wash your hand on a regular basis. So approximately, as we are seeing, that at least for 20 seconds you have to wash your hand rigorously, and this exercise you have to do on a regular basis, that is also necessary. Wrap your eyes with the glasses. So this is also one of the precautionary measures that one should undertake in order to avoid the contact of the coronaviruses. Do not touch eyes, nose and mouth, because as I said that these are the main gateway from where the coronavirus is going to enter inside your body. So you have to avoid, I know it is very hard to avoid the contact with the eyes, nose and the mouth, because it has been become a habit, but here if you want to protect yourself from this deadly disease, then you have to don't touch your eyes, nose and mouth. On mouth you have to avoid contact, or you can wash your hand on a regular basis. Then another precautionary measures here, you have to avoid going to hospital. As you know, hospital has become a giant place where this coronaviruses or the symptomatic or the positive carrier people are there. So there is chances that you also may get infected with the disease. So these are the precautionary measures that you have to undertake in order to protect yourself and your family from this deadly disease. So lastly, I would like to say that stay home, stay safe. Thank you.